TheSubtractive.com.
Your boy, Rick.
What the fuck is up?
Did you hear the new I Hate God album?
Yeah, actually, I just did. Yes, I have.
That shit's tight. It's been on my rotation for the past couple of days.
I had no idea. This is new news to me, my friend.
This is definitely the first time we've talked about this album.
You know what, dude? I thought I was the first one, and I was like really happy to surprise you with it.
Right. Oh no.
And approach you with this album, dude. But I guess
I likey. Me likey.
the cherry's been popped.
Me likey. I went back and listened to Dope Sick. That was the first album I listened to by them.
Is that their first album?
I don't think so. I think there's one or two before it. There might be more. I don't know. They got a lot of shit. And
They probably do, yeah.
they got about, maybe 5 albums, like other than their live shit.
Well, let me talk about this right quick, dude, because this is not a very well-known artist, band, group, assembly of members. It's not. And when people think I hate God, they think the letter I, then, hate, and then God. But it's not. It's I as in E-Y-E, hate God, correct?
Right. E-H-G in the place to be. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that was straight from the hip. I liked
That
it.
shit starts with the letter E. E-H-G in the place to be.
Wow. I'm going to move on from how cool that was.
Huh?
And if I can. Fuck, maybe I can. Alright, here it is. So when I first heard the band, it was like, I was telling some dude, he was like, oh yeah, I like fucking metal and shit like that, dude. I was like, oh cool, you like extreme shit? He was like, yeah, I like extreme shit, dude, sometimes. So I threw him Whitechapel. And he was like,
yeah.
I dig it, dude. I mean, it's cool and all, they're talented, but it's not my style of music. I'm like, well, what kind of heavy are you talking about?
A little Five Finger Death Punch. I don't know if you guys heard of them. Five Finger, really an underground scene there. Jeez.
For real.
Please.
Trivium. No, but
Trivium. Yeah, Trivium. You know what?
all right.
Trivium is a perfect example, but I really do like Trivium.
I like them as a Metallica cover band, but
yeah, they got some good fucking. They're tight.
they would be a killer Metallica cover band, dude. If that's all they did.
They can nail that shit.
Regardless. So when I first heard the band, he was like, it's sludgy. And the concept of sludge and metal was a hard mix for me to digest in that moment, going, okay.
Yeah.
And then he followed up by saying, and it's kind of experimental. And that just blew the lid off. I said, well, what the fuck does that mean now?
Yeah, because you wouldn't call that, now that there's a whole genre of sludge metal, you wouldn't call it experimental.
No,
But at the time it was. Sure, because they didn't know what else to call it.
Right.
But now you got bands like fucking, Crowbar and I Hate God and...
He paired it up with Electric Wizard.
Yeah, Electric Wizard.
BC Mammoth, I think it is, or Mammoth BC.
Yep.
It's like some weird bands, dude. That's stoner rock, I guess.
Yeah, stoner rock is sort of its own thing now. Stoner rock can get a little more up tempo, and I'm saying just slightly more up tempo. But that sludge it's painfully driven out and slow.
And that was the concept that I guess my go-to was always fast, heavy, sometimes slow, but the majority of the tempo of metal is fast. So when sludge and molasses comes into play, and molasses is now what I like to refer it as. It's like, I don't know, it's that slow burn.
That slow burn. Slow burn is the
Burn.
fucking name of the song I was trying to remember earlier.
I don't think it was.
It was too. That slow burn
That's
by
just-
fucking Guns and Nuns. What's his name there?
Yeah.
What the fuck's his name?
Crossbow and Dundee.
Yeah. God damn, I can't think of his name. I can
Ted
picture
Nugent,
his
dude.
stupid face. Yeah, him. Fuck him. Nah, thanks for bringing it
Theodore
down.
Nugget.
Yeah.
Let's get real here.
Terry Nugget. Fuck Terry Nugget. Oh man, I like it.
That was good. Anyways, just because it's
Terry
funny to me
Nugget's
doesn't
new
mean it's
hit,
funny
Guns
to
and
anybody
Nuns.
else, and I apologize. The whole reason for this fucking shit, dude, was we're gonna get down to experimental and noise projects.
I love him. Love him.
And if it was so hard for somebody at that time to describe to me sludge, how hard would it be to break down and go deeper into some of the noise projects that I Hate God tackled?
Or sort of what
Or
they
other
were
bands.
inspired by.
Or other bands, and where and why and how.
Well, if you think
And I have
of-
a great thought about it, but I want to hear you first.
Let me hear your thought, and I'll see. Yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah? Okay. I think it's a cross between two things.
Okay.
And this is like very broad, very general here, okay? I know how it's gonna sound. But one, dudes that I hung out with or people that are computer people, waves, are looking into like the binaries and different codes, shit like that, crossed with the other buttons on a keyboard that nobody else normally presses.
That I don't know what you
Mixed
said.
in with the
okay, so
music.
that's one.
It's all those like drum kit things, all those weird shit that comes with your fucking keyboards and like
Yeah.
all those other sound effects and all that weird shit, dude. Fucking with all of that
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
using it in
yeah.
a weird kind of computery,
And that's sort of
Way.
electron, like basic,
like electronic.
in its basic format. Just really stripped down to it, just a basic electrical current.
This is why I want your opinion.
Or what was
Break the-
What was your other option?
My other option was people that got into a K-hole, people that got way too fucked up, or they're just completely fucking sober and just are wired that way. But somebody tapped into something. It's like the music you would hear when you rebirth into the Matrix. When you reopen your eyes for the first time in the Matrix, you'd probably hear some shit like that.
It's just approaching music from a different perspective, and when people don't really know how to label things, because people love to label things, when they don't
labeling.
really know how to label something in particular, they'll go for the most basic element of a word, such as in this case noise. Just noise. I don't really know how to. But when you listen to a noise project, it is just that, just noise. But if you listen past the noise, you can hear all the emotion put into making this noise.
Relating to those frequencies almost.
Yeah. Relating to the hands that are turning the knobs or clicking
Well, that's-
doing whatever it takes to make this noise.
But they're doing it with emotion, and that's what's being connected.
That's what's That's
kinda what I
there's
was
no
trying to say.
glitz to it. There's no jazzing it up for TV.
There's no glam.
There's no glam at all. It's the antithesis. Here we go. It's the antithesis of all that.
Are you trying to pull a Rick Roy now, are ya?
Yeah, it's fucking
Yes!
getting a stutter on
Contagious.
top of it. I love it.
Oh no.
Antithesis.
Dude, so what about band? Okay, so what I did was I looked up a couple bands and this, that, the other. Alexa did say that some bass player from the 60s is also a physicist. Wow, that he liked physics and things.
You
he was
picked the
smart
right
with it.
sentences.
I know, I practice. So, anyways, but yeah, you feel me, dude. This guy was a bass player, and he's the one who invented, quote unquote, experimental noise, and he started a group called White Noise back in the '60s, I guess.
Right.
And that is what birthed this whole fucking thing. according to Alexa from the words I used to ask her.
Interesting. I've probably come across this during my. I haven't done a deep dive on noise music since it was probably late 2000s. It was at least 12 years ago.
Right.
So I don't. I may have come across that at one point, though, that artist, but my tracking only usually goes back as far as Merzbow. I don't know how to say that word.
He was in the same, or that was in the same paragraph as that dude's name. There was some sort of connection there, dude. Yeah.
Oh, then I absolutely know who you're talking about.
So you know what's up then. Yeah. It was that chunk. We'll just visualize it and throw it over there, because it became a bunch of these people I have written down here on my whiteboard.
Right.
Okay, so Earth Eater. I've heard of Earth Eater before. Then I heard it and said, oh yeah, it's those guys. Do you know who they are?
Earth Eater? I've never heard of Earth Eater.
You should check them out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's Yeah. It's like that. It's. I think it might be German. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
No, but anyways, Earth Eater's like a death metal-y kind of industrial version of noise experimental. Those were one of the first people that came up when I asked about that style of music. Lightning Bolt was the next one. Fucking sick. Now, completely different style. This is more like your regular tempo electronica, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Noise, I guess. I don't know.
But there's some sort of rhythm to it.
Sort of.
Okay.
That's where it gets weird. Right.
Is that a Russian band?
I don't know where that one came from. This was all constructed within the 5 minutes I said I'll call you right back. So I don't know. But I listened to them for a little bit. Pretty cool shit. Write that one down. Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, Lightning Bolt. We'll do that too. I guess to wrap this up or to summarize, or Johnny Gold or whatever. Everything starts off as an idea, and if you look at the band The Swans, that whole project started off as one idea in its very basic form, and then was sort of let go for it to take a mind of its own. That's essentially what noise projects are. You let that signal take off, and then you sort of manipulate it and see where it ends up. It's all about manipulation. That's what music's all about.
TheSubtractive.com